Welcome to Easy Email Marketing. I'm your host, Yael Keown, mum, FIFO wife, MBA, coffee lover, Survivor superfan, and creator of the email experience. In Easy Email Marketing, you'll benefit from my nearly 20 years experience, where I'll be teaching you all the tips, tricks, and insider info on how to create feel-good, non-spammy experiences for your subscribers. Let's get stuck in. Welcome back to the Easy Email Marketing Podcast. I'm your host, Yael Keown, and today it's time for us to have a chat. This episode is a little bit of a rant, a little bit of a heart-to-heart, and an insight into what could be holding you back from actually using email marketing. I'll be honest, as I was writing my notes for this episode, it started as one thing, completely different, and it's morphed into something so much deeper and so much more important and totally from the heart. So hopefully you take something away from this and know that it is a little bit of a different style of episode. So as I've shared many times before, email marketing has the highest return on investment of any online marketing strategy. So Campaign Monitor have shared that you get $44 back for every dollar you spend on email marketing. You've heard me say that time and time again. You've heard lots of other people say that time and time again, yet you still might not be leveraging email marketing to your advantage, either not starting, not getting set up, or you have it set up, but you're just not really using it to its potential. Email marketing also has the highest engagement of any sort of online marketing strategy. So according to MailChimp, we can expect open rates of 21.3%. Compare this to the engagement rates of Instagram or Facebook, who have a rate of 0.67%, or for Facebook, 0.067%. So that's all from Rival IQ's recent social media benchmarks study. Putting that into meaningful numbers and translating it, it means that for every 1,000 audience members, 213 people open your emails versus only 7 Instagram followers engaging, so clicking that love heart or playing your videos, versus half a person engaging with Facebook. Plus, we also don't need to change what we're doing every few months because all of a sudden they decide they'll only show reels. But I digress. Yet, despite this, despite the statistics showing and despite everyone repeating this time and time again, many small and online business owners just don't use email marketing, or they have a basic setup. They might send out the occasional newsletter, but it really feels like a chore. But by the same token, they still spend hours a week trying to keep up with social media. Now, there are many reasons for this, and I've obviously worked with hundreds, if not up to 1,000 small business owners over the years, and I've certainly talked to many, many more at networking events, etc. It's just the trope that if any time I'm at some sort of networking event that I say, okay, what I do email marketing, they say, oh, I need to do that. Like every time, almost guaranteed. So what is the reason? Well, there are two big things that come up for me. The first is that it just seems difficult, like there's tech involved, so we don't know where to start. Even when we have our software set up, maybe there's an endless list of things we keep getting told we need to do, like list building and sales funnels and automations and more. So it does feel a little bit relentless because people are always coming up with these new ideas and new ways of doing things. So you're either hopping from one idea to the next, maybe half implementing it and hoping it works, not really giving it the time to get the data and figuring out if it's really the right thing for you, or you just need to make a minor tweak. Maybe you're spending yet another $27 on another set of swipes or automations or formulas, hoping that if you just follow their steps, it will work. Because that expert seems to have it together. They've got a different slant. They speak to you in a different way. So maybe this thing will be the answer. So we're just constantly seeking this, I don't know where to start stuff. But I think probably the second reason is really mindset. Because things are difficult to start or begin when we get those mindset blocks. So you think about, when you've got something on your to-do list to do and you just keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off because you think, okay, this is going to be a huge job. And then you start it and you realize it takes you 5 minutes, but you've delayed for months before you even made a start. Email marketing's a little bit like that. And this is the reason that mindset comes in. We feel like maybe underneath it all, we are not worthy of sending these emails, or we're being annoying, or we might get unsubscribes. So in this episode, I'm not going to go talk about all of these different mindset issues that come up. You can definitely check out episodes 13 and 26 for that. Instead, I'm going to talk about what we can do to stop both that feeling of it being difficult and not knowing where to begin and just kind of throwing spaghetti at the wall, and also worrying about what your subscribers will think and that mindset stuff that comes up. And believe me, I know how this all goes. I know it very, very deeply. So everywhere we see things talked about like imposter syndrome and how it's just something that just everyone gets. And we just need to embrace it and just recognize it and follow these 7 steps. And we need to be kind to ourselves, and we need to let go of our perfectionism strategies. And I know I'm sounding a little bit sarcastic here, because I am kind of over that sometimes these things are meant to be just easy to overcome, or it's just something that we need a little bit of coaching around. But, because I'm an overachiever, it turns out sometimes it isn't just this lighter, fluffier explanation, or that it just needs this little bit of coaching, or to go through another masterclass or something to get over. Sometimes it's actually something deeper. So for me, it turns out it is full-blown avoidant personality disorder, so AVPD. And if you haven't heard of it, don't worry, neither did I until I was very recently diagnosed. So if you're not familiar, WebMD describes it as its feelings of extreme social inhibition, inadequacy, and sensitivity to negative criticism and rejection. So basically, it's imposter syndrome on steroids, and just going to some masterclass or just sucking it up and putting things out there doesn't solve the problem. There's going to be things that I'm going to have to work on, underlying a lot probably with therapy, to figure this out. And it's not just this soft solution. So believe me, I get it. That's just talking about mindset. And it's just like, okay, you just need to, recognize you aren't annoying and just change your thinking. Yes, that can help for sure. But sometimes it's deeper than that. So, that's a bit of fun for me coming up. So while I've only recently had the diagnosis and I'm going through all those feels, and I've still need to start exploring it more, I've been living with this for decades. And I've been learning coping techniques for years. And one of my biggest tips, and one of the things that has led to me actually taking action, is first knowing where I should prioritize my energy. So for me, this is okay looking at email, like at the stats we have above. I struggle to show up on social media. Like, it is a big thing for me. And obviously, that avoidant personality disorder has something to do with it. So to me, okay, email feels a little bit safer. But also, I can see statistically that if I'm going to invest my limited social, outgoingness into some place, or my marketing outgoingness into some place, it should be something that's prioritized. But it's also knowing within the email marketing banner, when I've got my time to spend on it, where I'm best investing my energy, knowing, what's the most important area to prioritize on. Where am I leaking sales? Where are subscribers dropping off? Are they opening? Are they clicking? Are they just not converting? Where do I need to invest my time and energy there? So firstly is like having that prioritization. And then secondly, built around that, creating a strategy and a plan and knowing exactly what to do. So if I can sit there and visualize, how I can help people, or how something can be done differently or interesting, or what content I can send that will have people, excited to read emails, it becomes real and it becomes possible because I can see how I can help. I can see the value. And all of a sudden, it isn't this vague concept of something that I should be doing, but I don't know how, and I'm just guessing. It isn't some cookie cutter solution from someone else's scripts, that I may or may not work because they just aren't me. It's possible because I can see a path. And so, yes, while sometimes I still definitely have my doubts and I need to give myself a kick up the bum, or I have a week off, or whatever it is, having a plan means you have something to come back to, something to keep you on path. So just understanding where those priorities are for you and how you can leverage this amazing tool to help you get where you need to go, complete with, ideas of how, this is really helping your audience and also helping you in your business processes too. But what if you don't know where to begin? And where should you be focusing your energy? Or what if you don't know, how you can take what all of these so-called experts teach and apply it in a way that suits your ideal customer? And maybe, most importantly, sometimes how do you actually do it in your unique software? Just that in adapting the tools, the amazing resources that are out there to your business. So this is actually where I would love to step up and help. I want to give you that strategy. I want to give you that plan, and I want to give you that roadmap built around my decades of marketing experience, built around having worked with hundreds of people and studied a lot of what the experts say and taking the best bits and applying it to the software we use. So I'd love to do that for you through my new Email Amplified audits. So I'm offering a limited number of people a bespoke strategy and software audit where I'll be telling you exactly what to do to leverage the power of email marketing, giving you that plan so that you can increase your engagement, your leads and your sales, but all in a way that suits your business personality, that is authentic to you and that serves your clients or customers best. So I'll be looking under the hood of either your ActiveCampaign or your Klaviyo accounts. Sorry, I can't offer this for all software because I really want to make sure this leverages, that we get to the real, I can really focus in on a couple of really amazing things and show you how to leverage them. And basically getting under the hood, telling you where any gaps are, where you might be leaking sales, where you can improve, and ideas custom to you on how to do it. So basically you'll get a customized report at the end of it, complete with your top 3 priorities for action. So yes, I will tell you possibly all the things you can do, but then I'll tell you, but focus on these 3 first. You'll also get a video walkthrough of your report and your software so you can see exactly where and how improvements could be made. Plus, I'm throwing in a bonus hand-picked resource for you. So in other words, I'm going through my big library from either my paid programs or one-on-one work or even expired programs to give you something that will help you take action on one of these top 3. So that could be email scripts, it could be some workshops, it could be some lessons, it could be tech tutorials, it could be any one of a number of things, but something that's tailored to you. I'm not just going to give everyone my re-engagement email scripts, for example, because that might not be relevant. So I'm going to pick something. So if you want to learn more about this and to book, make sure to head to the link in the show notes. It is currently priced at an introductory price until October 1st. So saving you $247 until the end of this month. So Friday, September 30th. If you're listening to this podcast when it drops, then you have about a week and a half. So there's plenty of time, but make sure to get in because there are limited places available. I really would love to be able to help you get clear on what to do so you can finally take those next steps, finally get that little bit of confidence and see the possibilities for your business and maybe see where you haven't been doing things quite right or where things have been a little bit messy and how to actually make it more streamlined and easy for you on a day-to-day basis. Thank you so much for joining me today for a slightly different change of pace. I would love to hear from you about what you've enjoyed from this, what you want to know more about, or just if this resonated with you, because as you can tell, sometimes this sort of stuff's difficult to share. You can find me over on Instagram. I'm at Yael Keown. Now, I'm off to freak out a little bit about this vulnerable share, but it is important and it is necessary to talk about how sometimes things aren't as simple as they seem, but there are always solutions. There are ways out. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next episode. Thank you for listening to Easy Email Marketing. It's an absolute honor that you chose to listen. If you love this episode, then it would mean the world to me if you could leave a review so that others can find this podcast and make their email marketing easy too. Finally, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss a thing. Until next time, have an awesome day and make sure to keep showing up and serving in those inboxes.